There you go. Hi, beautiful souls. Namaste. Welcome. Let's shuffle and begin. I know I'm on a couple minutes, maybe a minute early. Welcome. Welcome to Tuesday Live Readings. My name is Sadhana. I'm an intuitive reader and healer, and today we are going to celebrate the light. We're also going to celebrate the darkness. And I have a couple of metaphors that I'll be working with today as we explore your questions. Hi, Patricia. Thank you. Thanks for liking the video. I think I'm going to work with the Marielle Tarot today, but I have, of course, other decks at my fingertips in abundance, actually. Hi, Sharon. Welcome to you. Yeah. So happy Diwali. Happy New Moon. New Moon solar eclipse or partial solar eclipse. I'm not sure how you felt that this morning. Certain parts of the world, not where I am, it would have been visible in, I believe, Eastern Europe and Asia. But of course, I was not up at that time anyway. But eclipse energy, we can feel days before, days after, even sometimes a longer period of time. And this can be a little bit of a shakeup for some people. So I also want to bring some gentleness to this as well, too. I was inspired by the image that was on the thumbnail as I was contemplating where we are right now and what is going on astrologically, seasonally, and so forth. I am in North America. And so if any of you that I am doing a reading for, if you are in the southern hemisphere, would you please let me know, because I want to adapt your reading to fit in with the energy of the southern hemisphere. Okay, that's kind of important. Hello to Parvani. Let me go back and just say hello to everyone as they have come in. Patricia and Sharon, Vange. Of course, Sharon, you can have a reading. Parvani, hello. Janine and Dee. And Donna. Yes, this is a big day. This is a big day. Great. Yes, I did post some prompts and I will be happy to use those for your reading. Yes, and happy to do a reading for you too as well, Parvani. Okay, so I want to talk about the image that I chose for the thumbnail and the whole idea of the cave and Scorpio season and either diving into the ocean or into the depths of the earth to find the buried treasure. I'm not sure that it is so far deep down, and I'm not sure that you haven't already found it. And what I was thinking with that particular image was, you have actually touched your treasure. You have found your diamond and you are on your way back out. And part of this feeling has to do with the fact that this particular new moon, when the earth is so very, very dark, is also the celebration of Diwali, the celebration of light. And as part of the celebration, little oil lamps are lit to bring in the energy of this new moon. And it just feels like many of you are very close to this emerging energy. And if you were to focus on the light, it might keep you going. It might keep you going in a positive direction. Sometimes, what does it mean to focus on the light? It doesn't mean you're dying and you're crossing over and all of that, even though the death card is associated with Scorpio season. It means that we focus on the perfection of our soul. We focus on the warmth of the glow of the fire in the fireplace. We focus on the light of love. We focus on the light of peace. We focus on the light of knowledge. Wherever light is shining for you, and sometimes if we look towards, I'm also reminded too, sometimes in the darkest of corners, you will see, just in the corner of your eye, you'll see little sparkles of fairy light, or there's something about also lighting candles that can help us with this work too. Okay. So let's do a reading for the collective, and then um we'll get to you. Okay. Hi, Joel and Rush. Such powerful energy in the universe right now. My prompts. So I'm just going to read the prompts aloud. Happy Diwali. Are you feeling the intensity of the Scorpio New Moon? Inspiration lies in the most unlikely of places. Whatever your present reality, stop for a moment and look around. Focus on the light. Focus on the light of peace, love, or the glow of a fire. Venus is entangled with this eclipse. So you are undoubtedly feeling her influence as well. Now, this might be in relationship, it could be financial. And so I will be also looking for cues of um, financial issues that are ready to be healed. Look at the thumbnail, the image for today's readings, and imagine emerging from the cave. This is where you are. Keep looking up. Your guides are right there supporting you as they always are. Is it time to emerge? Position 1 is the cave, position 2 is the light, and position 3 is self-care. The cave, what cycle or pattern am I emerging from? 2, how will I look, feel, be without, sorry, that English is just really poor. No longer immersed in this cycle. So I think part of the whole issue with the death card and the issue of Scorpio is that there is a fear of letting go, because we don't know what our life is going to look like when we let go of that which we've been humming and hawing about releasing. And so the cave card is going to show what you're emerging from. The second card is going to show what it's going to look like in your spaciousness. And the third card, so in transition, it's really important that we are looking after ourselves. And so the third card, my suggestion is there anything I might not be aware of in regards to the shift of energy for my well-being? Okay, my health and so forth. All right, so this is a reading for the collective on the 25th of October, 2022, in the energy of the new moon in Scorpio, the eclipse in Scorpio. Bringing in the energy of the suggested prompts so that we may all deepen our understanding of where we are as this season opens. As always, we ask these readings be in the highest for the greatest good and that no harm be done. Oh my goodness, we have 3 major cards. Okay, well, why not start the season with a bang? Okay. The moon and the first position. I want to say that it acknowledges the depth of the work that you have been doing. There's something here too. These all look very feminine, these cards. So all of these cards, while the Empress is connected to the element of earth, there is a divine feminine energy surrounding you, in support of you. Um, that crone is so powerful in the death card. So the cave, what you are emerging from, this pattern may well be older than you realize. It may have been with you through the ages. And I think that speaks very much to the gentleness necessary in the process. As you emerge, you are going to enter into a tremendous amount of, thanks, Amanda. You're going to enter into a tremendous amount of potential, possibility. I feel as if in this emergence, you're going to step right into something quite quickly. The growth aspect of the Empress, the abundance of the Empress, the energy of Lakshmi. So the festival of Diwali is also considered the birthday of Lakshmi. And so here in this central card, as we emerge, we kind of emerge into the sense of creativity, abundance, fertility, and all that is around us. The self-care component, and this, I was touching on this in the last hour, is that we must go through death. We must 100% completely release the pattern. So here's an example. Okay. So let's suppose you are at a place where you want to give up drinking coffee. Let's use that for one reason or another. You've decided that there's something about that particular beverage that is no longer serving you. You love the smell of coffee. You love the smell of ground coffee beans. Um, you like coffee in every form. You take great care of preparing your beverage in the morning. But there's something that isn't sitting right. Maybe it's with your heart. Maybe it's with something to do with, I don't know, with your sleeping patterns. But you've been observing for years and years and years that you would benefit from releasing your relationship with coffee. And you've tried the 1 cup in the morning. You have tried, okay, I'm only going to have a cup of coffee when I go out with friends or I'm with friends. And it's just been a long, long time. You have been in the depths of the ocean. You've been in this place for far too long. And so what this particular card is saying to me is that we have to break that relationship. And you replace coffee with whatever. Okay. It could be a location, it could be a job, it could be a lease, it could be anything. And so, what this self-care position is saying is that you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't. If you want to experience the abundance, the freedom, your true and honest potential, if you want to see your growth, you have to quit. You have to say goodbye and you need to leave it behind completely. And rest assured that what is on the other side of that is really quite beautiful. Okay. Big breath in, big breath out. Big cards. Holy cow. This is big, right? Oh, make some sound effects, everybody, because that is like amazing. Amazing. Okay. Okay, we're going to go to Sharon to start. Also, would you please acknowledge that now I'm not going to talk, well, if I need to, I will talk about the astrology that is built into the Marielle, but I just find it really, really auspicious that we get the death card here at the start of Scorpio season. And I think it just adds, I just got chills. It just adds so much more juice to this reading. Okay. All right. So this is a reading for Sharon, Trio of Witches, on the 25th day of October, 2022. And pulling 3 cards for Sharon with the same underlying energies. Oh, the Hanged Man card, I just saw it. Today would be a good day for the Soul Cards Tarot. You get it. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Okay. I'm shuffling this one, but yes, that's a good idea. I will switch. It's right there. It's close. I also brought out Deviant Moon. There's so many different decks we could use. Okay. This is for Sharon. Thank you for suggesting that, Donna. Oh, you got the Eve card. Okay. So this is the pattern you are emerging from. Oh my goodness. Same card in the center. Okay, and then I want to also acknowledge what I was saying earlier about this feminine energy and the fact that we're tapping into this Diwali light Lakshmi kind of vibe here. All right. That's a lot of owls. A lot of insight, a lot of knowledge. Are you a professor of sorts? Are you are you a professor of sorts? I'm kind of picking up on that vibe. And there is something here that is tying the baby in the Eve card to the baby in the Empress card. You mentor other software engineers. Okay. The baby that you have been intellectually nourishing. It's like this baby is now become manifest. So I don't know if there is, let's see what the third card is and we'll see if we can, oh, we have a 3. Oh, wow, Sharon. Okay. I have to tell you that 3 of Cups is one of my favorite cards in this deck. And the third card I said was about wellness and health and acknowledgement of the transition. So the water comes from source and that same water. So let's acknowledge that each of those falls is source. Those falls also represent the pillars in the tree of life. And then in the foreground, we see this gnarly, gnarly tree that has decided to grow in its own way. It's like one of those crazy bonsai trees that grows on the side of a cliff. So the truth is that you will thrive in your own way. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Okay, let's tie the baby together, the story of the baby. The baby of the mind becomes the manifest baby. We have the connection of the three and the three. I feel as if the path, that, can I say this? Regardless of the path that you choose, you will thrive. So it's not about the pettiness of the specificity of the direction that you're going. It's about actually birthing the baby and sharing that information and getting it out there. That information needs to get out of the cave in order to flourish. Let's go to Dee's comment. The trees spread out to touch the energy of the Empress and the falls. The water and the earth are an integral part of each other's survival. The tree cannot survive without the water, and the water wouldn't be without the earth. The water requires the container of the earth, the shape of the earth to flow. And we see, look at the tree in the background of the Empress as well too. It's kind of gnarly, it's kind of wild, it's doing its own thing, it's growing in its own way. So allow your creative spirit to it. I feel as if there is something beyond the mentoring. There's something that individually you can expand and create, and it will flourish in a very um, in a way that is uniquely you. Spirit is asking you to move beyond the mind, beyond the voice, to step beyond the journey of the five, to cross the bridge, so to speak. Yeah, it could be the same tree because these are both threes. And Marie White, as you know, has built deep numerological association into the cards. And the Empress is an aspect of all of the threes. All right. Well, I'm going to let you sit and mull that over. It's almost as if, so what your death is, what the death that you are ready to experience is going to take you in it's going to take away probably from your job, take you in a different direction, in a, well, only know you only know what's developing, but remember that the Scorpio energy, part of that is in the aspect of release. And so if you are indeed ready to emerge from the mind and to allow something to become manifest, there's a commitment that is required there. Okay. All right. I would like to know, what should I focus on to make my spiritual business grow? Okay. All right. Shall we use my soul tarot for a reading or two? For those of you that aren't aware, Soul Cards 1 and Soul Cards 2, from those two decks, I selected 78 and created a tarot deck. And I haven't used it a lot, so I might need to pause and just look at the associations. So this is a reading for Body Artist on the 25th of October, looking into focus for her spiritual business. What should I focus on to make my spiritual business grow? Okay. Thank you for supporting her. I can't like the vid more than once. Oh, you can. How can, it's funny. I often wish there were more options. Like on Facebook. Like you can't give a thumbs down on Facebook. Okay, let's cut. And go. Okay. All right, so we also we're starting with the Three of Cups. There's a real tenderness to this card. And the importance of the hands. So this is my Three of Cups card. 3, heart. So hands and heart. This is you tenderly being involved in the creation. I don't know if in the 3, if there are others, sisters that are can be involved in a collaboration of sorts. But there is a heartfelt connection. The hands are highly significant here. Okay. Okay, so we're listening. It almost looks, I'm going to lay them out this way. So I'm going to call this card number 1, card number 2. This is my King of Air. This is a very high frequency King of Air, listening carefully to the messages, listening carefully to the inner child. I am an artist and I have a dream to create my own tarot deck. So I see you, so kings, right? Kings are the ones who take charge of the business, right? They are the leaders. You're carefully listening to your guides, carefully listening to your inner wisdom, carefully listening, paying attention to the signs as this project comes to be. Okay, so I want you to look at your this. There's something about the hands that feels kind of important here. Okay, so yeah, this kind of does. These are very spiritual cards. So then we get the Priestess, who knows the secrets of the tarot, who is deeply in a trusting place of her inner wisdom. So your question was, what should I focus on? You should focus on the creation, the heartfelt creation. There is so much tenderness in those first 2 cards. So this would be if we're talking about a tarot deck, this would be one that leans in that feels immensely healing. It feels heart-centered, and that can come out in lots of different ways. I'm presently doing a deep dive into the Herb Crafters Tarot, and there's something about this deck that um, I'm starting to see this. Well, it's been a while in the works because we've been into this deep dive for a few weeks now. But I'm realizing now what this is about, and it's the it's the hands and their relationship to heart and the practical aspect of doing. So I would say a big yes to the tarot deck. And if you want to build in, because in the Three of Cups and in the listening, there may be, I can use the word sisters, but there may be others to whom you are paying attention. I feel like in this King of Air, this is a small child. I'm wondering if that is your inner child, who you are reconnecting with. And then the high priestess is standing there going, yeah, you know this. You've already got notes and notes and notes, pages of this. Okay. Okay. So I'll leave you to ponder that. And I'm just going to scroll on down. I see Crystal Rose is soon under there. You're welcome. Bye, Bonnie. And I see Amanda. Amanda, did you have a question? Let us know if you have a question, Amanda, because I appreciate your super chat. Okay. And Crystal Rose, please let us know if you have a question. Okay. Ooh. So Amanda, you must be feeling very connected to the energy right now. Okay. Welcome to Rush. Hello, Rush. And Patricia, you go ahead and put your question into the chat. All right. I'm just waiting to see if Crystal Rose has a question or you want the spread. Hello to Saskia. Namaste. Hi, Joel. Welcome. That's good news. All right. Patricia T is up after Crystal Rose if Crystal doesn't respond. Okay. And Patricia T, do you have a question? I'm happy to go whoever responds first. I'll see if I can find your question. All right. So yesterday was your birthday. Let's go down there. Okay. Yesterday was your birthday. I would like to know if everything will be all right on the celebration on Saturday. Okay. So Patricia, can we just shift the language a little bit? I would like to know if everything will be all right. What is the energy surrounding Patricia's birthday. I feel fear and a bit of anxiety, but hopeful. Okay. What is the energy around Patricia's birthday? Okay. All right. And happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. So your birthday was Monday, October 24th. Okay. And let's also just, can we keep in mind too the corresponding cards beside the death card? Okay. Because that can also play prominently into these readings. Okay, so Patricia is the 24th. So we're looking at 5 of Cups. Okay. Patricia's birthday. It's very grounding energy. This is the King of Pentacles. I'm feeling a sense of warmth, many people gathering. I don't know if your gathering is going to be outdoors. It just feels like King of Pentacles feels as if also, of course, you'll be surrounded with material blessings as well, too. Let's bring this all together. Okay, so here is your fear. Here is your fear. And so this is my 5 of Air card. I'm wondering if part of that has to do with your fear of certain people connecting, whether they don't connect in mind, they speak a different language, they different lifestyle. And I think drawing that King of Pentacles first should ease your worry. This is your day. This is your domain. 78th card in the tarot, immensely integrated and calm. So I would suggest that these voices, these noises, and perhaps there has been conflict in the past with these people. This message, let their chaos be their chaos. Don't let it be yours. So we have another Earth Court card, which this is the Knight. So this is the Knight of Earth. It feels calm and centered. Calm and centered. Focus on, like I was saying earlier today, focus on the light. Focus on the light of peace. Set an intention for peace. And let's not forget that today is a new moon. So setting that intention for peace, the intention for harmony. What's really, I'm seeing this card in a whole new light. You know what I'm seeing here? I'm seeing the trees almost like our hands, and like nature is holding you. Don't take, uh, I feel as if it's not necessary to go to the past conflict. If you focus on the past conflict, it will be there. That's not where you want to put energy. Put energy into feeling this way. Put energy into your own integration. Okay? All right. Oh, so your party is in a house. Okay. I wonder if there is something you could do together outdoors. If you could encourage everybody to go for a walk, if there was, I don't know, the earth element feels kind of powerful here. Okay, so Donna, Helen is up next. Okay, I need to scroll way back. Oh, here we go. I found you. And thank you all for supporting Joel. I'm usually not the one for intense, but I've been loving the energy of this new moon of deep, dark, and mysterious. Okay, I just need a hand here. You love the Marielle. Okay, so I will use the Marielle for your reading. Just going to put these cards away. Yeah, you can hold rocks. I feel like holding rocks really helps. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm up to with Helen. Helen, or do you want the spread, or do you want do you have a question? Just a general view. The spread works great. Okay, cool. All right. And even though I have an intention of, I say this with any spread, there's always a thread weaving everything together. So this is a reading for Helen on this day, 25th day of October, 2022, as we sit in the energy of the Scorpio New Moon eclipse. And let's remember to focus on the light, the blessings of Ma Lakshmi. Let's listen. Let's listen to her message. Well, well, well. Emerging from the water, deep in the water. But I want to say that you are very comfortable in your, oh my goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Okay. If there have been challenges, if there is stuff you are working through, this feels very much like you're in the process of emerging, exactly as I had pictured in the cave. Now, your job here is to allow the transformation, which means giving yourself permission to move on to the next step. If you want, to get out of that pond, one of the King of Cups cards that really upsets a lot of people is the King of Cups in the slow tarot. And I feel as if when I look at that card, and I'm picking up a little bit of this here as well too with this King of Cups, it's that we're kind of comfortable in our um, we're kind of comfortable in our darkness, and yet there is part of us that is ready to go on to the next step. You know, Now, this is also connected to Archangel Uriel in this deck. All of the sixes are connected to the archangels, and this is a powerful emergence. This feels very, very scorpionic. It feels like a life, death, rebirth kind of thing. So I think the invitation for you here is an enormous emotional release, moving towards karmic balance. And I think that you can trust that this release, regardless of, sometimes we don't necessarily understand why things play out the way they play out. But the bottom line here is that um, the shit has hit the fan. And there's nothing you can do except move on. It makes me really happy that the Justice card has shown up in the third position. And I feel a strong, like it's the it's the doing that is important. There's something about the 6 of Cups card and the power with which that angel is emerging from the depths of the ocean. There's so much strength in that physical body. And so we have to put action behind the emotional release, right? We can't just wish it away. So the more you um, and I'm sure you know lots of different ways to do that, but can I suggest um, for the next how many days? For the next 6 days, at the same time every day, release, 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 and trust that what is on the other side of this release might not make sense at first, but it's a huge reset for you. Ooh, let's go to Dee's comment. That is very interesting. So it's almost as if the king is looking back at a younger, more virile aspect of himself. You didn't say that, but I'm looking at it. The king seems to be looking back with longing and affection on a younger form of himself. He has been through so much emotionally, and his responses to his emotional journey haven't always been appropriate. But understanding that in the big picture, all is all is settling. All is all, and then settling has a negative connotation. I just mean that the dust, like things are falling into place as they should. And a greater version of yourself, a higher frequency version of yourself is emerging. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to Rush C. Thanks, Helen. Okay, so I see this one. Is Rush before that? And then there's Amanda's chat, Amanda's donation. And Saskia, I'm not sure if I said hello to you. Okay, there's Rush. And then Rush says Scorpio and Pluto. You're welcome, Helen. There we go. Okay, found it. I'm going to go back to Soul Tarot. What's coming for Rush in what is coming for Rush in the next few months? Let's hold light and love around Rush as we tap into the ether, the waters. As always, we ask these messages be in the highest for the greatest good and that no harm be done. So be it. I also, I've cut for you, Rush. I also want to go back and say that in the previous reading, Helen's reading, it feels like it's divinely like you're on. Does that sound corny to say you're on schedule? You're on path. I really feel like those cards are on path. They're on sync with what's going on with the season. Okay, so Amanda, you'll be next, okay? After Rush. Okay, so I'm looking at the Hierophant card. Very peaceful. A balance, a harmony of the relationship with student and teacher. A connection with mentors. Also your own inner wisdom and light. Something about this gesture. What does this gesture mean to you? And okay, now look at the hands. This is the card I chose for the Knight of Cups. A lesson, an emotional, and I'm struck by the fact that that cup, that bowl is quite awkward and heavy to hold. So I'm wondering why you're carrying it. Are you worried about spilling it? Is there a lesson in that? And it almost looks as if the Knight of Cups is moving through a veil, walking through a veil, and that Hierophant stands or sits there in complete calmness, knowing that this is exactly as it is supposed to be. Hmm. This is my Seven of Fire, and I'm feeling like there's a sense of, you know what this looks like, Rush? This looks like exactly what we've been like. This looks like you crawling out of the cave, actually running out of the cave. So while there is an uh, rather large emotional component to this lesson, you are being encouraged to go forward with this. Now, if I want to, this is not something that you want to avoid. I almost feel as if you're running towards it, not away from it. So keep moving towards it. And I'm also struck by the nakedness of the person in the third card. There's a vulnerability to this, exposing yourself. And there may be that in that Knight of Cups card, there may be, like I said, there might be a fear of spilling the beans. But your lesson here is in the continued growth and the continuing to move forward with this. D, it was, it is, it will be. Okay, Rush? All right. So let's go on to Swan Spirit. Amanda. Who is one of the most supportive people in my Facebook group. I absolutely love your contributions, the way that you have been such an integral part of Sadhana's Healing Room on Facebook. And so I want to thank you. I really do. Okay. So you have been going through a huge transition, and any guidance would be welcome. Okay. And thank you for the super chat. Let's hold love and light around Amanda as we ask for guidance for this beautiful soul. Who is the spirit of Saraswati? Who is the spirit Hmm. Of the Swan. Okay, that was a very magnetic cut, Amanda. Wow. Oh gosh, I love this card. I'm gonna put it down, let you look at it instead of me just oohing and eyeing over it. They love each other so much and see the light and the highest frequency in each other. There is They truly do see each other's light. And so, can I say, let yourself be seen. There is no room for self deprecation. You are a beautiful soul, a beautiful spirit, and it is important to see that reflection in yourself. Hmm. 10 of Cups. So, lovers, 10 of Cups. So peaceful. And the Hierophant again. Okay, so what is the advice here? The advice is to choose light, choose peace. Take some time for these kinds of places, activities where you can know peace, where you can know the beauty of your soul. Learn to know the beauty of your soul. Lovers, 10 of Cups, Hierophant. You are perfect and complete. Maybe the lesson is that you are perfect and complete just as you are. There's nothing to change or fix. Adore yourself as much as you see those two adoringly gazing at each other in that first card. So beautiful. All right. Thank you, Amanda. All right. So let's wind up with Joel today. And this will be the final reading for today. I can't believe where time has gone. I feel like I'm just 20 minutes into this. Thank you all for hanging with me. All right, Joel would like a general reading with the spread for today. Okay. This is the card that I chose for the Fool. And it was at the bottom of the deck here, and I'm just looking at it, and I see wings, like angel wings, and I also see like a uterus and a child emerging with angel wings, and it just feels very appropriate for this moment as well too. Oh my God, I love this deck. I love this deck. Oh, this is my Page of Cups. If you haven't seen this video and you have these decks and you've never done this project, it is an amazing project to take Soul Cards 1 and 2 to a 78 card tarot deck. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Donna, for encouraging me to read with this today. This is a reading for Joel on the 25th day of October. This is the final reading for today. Let's all hold Joel in the highest. And thank you all for supporting each other in the chat. And thank you to Donna for being such a great mod. And thank you to Dee for your poetry and support of everyone in the chat. Happy Diwali. Happy New Moon Eclipse. Joel. What did you say, Joel? I'm just going to go back on the chat here. You said something to Amanda. I feel like it is a reunion of self-love and self-acknowledgement. So you know what? This is right back at you, Joel. Right back at you. Ha. Ooh, and you get a 10 as well, too. This feels good. Like I was showing you that Fool card, I feel the angel here as well, too. This is a new, this is a 10 of fire, new cycle of passion, entering into understanding that something is winding up. You are moving towards, you are holding that flame, you're holding that torch. And while it may be a lot of responsibility, this is your dharmic path. So the Suit of Wands leads is the hero's journey. The Suit of Wands is your path, your dharmic path. And so also, I'm feeling like an infusion of fire into a relationship. So maybe this is also about trusting that it is okay to take a certain relationship to the next level. You know, this is not funny. I mean, it is funny. We have another repeating card, and it's the Knight of Cups. Joel, you are carrying a lot of emotional stuff. And it is okay to put that cup down. It's okay to empty a little bit of it. I'm seeing, so this is Knight of Cups. This is 10 of Fire. This is the Lovers. So I don't know what's going on with you, but I would say this is a reflection of relationship. And it's a big sign of it's a big sign of moving forward, trusting that. I really, you know what? Like both that the cups, the Knight of Cups and the 10 of Fire are moving towards the Lovers. Okay, I need to catch up on one conversation. I'll have to maybe read it later between Dee and Donna. Okay. Okay, so Joel, I recently moved back to my mom's place from my boyfriend's place. Ah, ah. Okay, you're still together. So what? Okay, good. That's good information. So what is the gift of that space? I want to say that this relationship has a lot of energy yet to be developed. And you may be turning a corner in this relationship. I think the fact that a 10 is showing up here is is confirming confirming that creating the space is probably a good thing. How is your what is your skill level on emotions? What is your skill level on expressing feelings, communicating, and all of that? Yeah, 10 is a new beginning, starting over. Perhaps living together, perhaps staying together was too much. And you'll be able to see the relationship more clearly from a distance, even though you will still see each other. But what I mean is giving yourself that space will be it'll rekindle something within the relationship. Mhm. So, well, thank you all. Thank you all for being here today. And don't forget to set an intention if you haven't already done so for this new moon. Give yourself permission to keep moving towards the light. Uh, yes, it was fun for us to create initiative, do stuff. Mm, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Okay. Well, that is a wrap for today. And I want to thank you all for supporting one another. It's really beautiful. I'll be back tomorrow with lots of stuff. There's a one thumbnail up already, and I'm going to share the rest of the cards from the Alley Man. And tomorrow we also have Herb Crafters teaching class tomorrow. What else is going on? Oh, yes, the live chat in the Facebook group. And in the Facebook group, our prompt is very kind of sexual. It is the Sheila gig. So this is our prompt for Wednesday night's chat in the Facebook group. Wow, can't believe where this week is going. Bright blessings to all of you. Take good care. Namaste.